Hello, my name is Farheen Akbar, and I'm a professional engineer and mom of two super energetic kids. I have worked in the energy industry a little more than 12 years now, and currently I'm working as the manager of commercial business and clean technology development at Dexpro, mostly working on carbon capture and enhanced oil recovery projects. We're looking at things way differently today than 10 years back. Industry wants to change from the way they have always done engineering and design. We're looking more on global market change. Also, companies are open minded to adopt new technology to lower environmental footprint and valuing diversity and different opinions. There are various organizations enabling a culture of diversity and inclusivity. We see many platforms that support programs that will accelerate STEM education and social changes within the community. And that is wonderful. We have so much open information and data available to learn from. We didn't have this when I started school and university. Growing up in a patriarchal society, I always knew that my ultimate freedom will be obtaining my education, creating my own identity, and establishing myself as an engineer. So I get to live on my own terms. In our society, everything was planned for the boys to take ownership of, be it leading business, creating names, brands, or even securing funds for higher education. It was a constant battle I fought through my entire life with my family and relatives to break those barriers, as I had bigger dreams, bigger goals to achieve. And more than anything, I wanted to add value to the community I live in and be worth for myself and my family. After graduating from high school, I was adamant that I would like to go abroad for education just like my brother did. After 2 years of begging and pleading to my parents and refusing acceptance from Ford University, I almost escaped home and boarded on the plane to Canada within weeks' notice. And the challenge that after first year, I'm on my own. I accepted the challenge and was willing to work part-time jobs to support myself. That was the first trip ever at the age of 20 and coming to a cold country with my somewhat functional English and without knowing a single person here. And the first trip ever I have taken without my parents. They were pretty sure I'll be lost on my way to Canada, and since I had to change two airports, I left the known for unknown, only to find myself out here to establish myself as an engineer. I never had to look back. I was incredibly fortunate to expose to mentors, professors, friends, and colleagues who radically changed my life, supporting my journey. They became my family here. After much pleading to the dean and securing high GPA, I got into co-op program. And I was the first international student to be enrolled in the co-op program at Concordia University. Working at Ericsson for co-op work term was a turning point in my life. I was hired for 2 terms and later as a full-time engineer. It was a huge pressure keeping up high GPA while working few jobs on the side to survive, but I always had the end goal in mind to get me through that hard journey. It wasn't easy. I still get emotional thinking of those days with little food on the table and visiting emergency with panic attacks, but hey, I made it. No doubt, engineering is still a male dominated field, but with right attitude and right team by your side, pursuing engineering is not impossible. I respect this profession for the intellectual ability it requires to solve any issue, to see the results it brings solving any problem. I have amazing mentors who are my support system. They're my sponsors who are invested in my success and growth, and they're mostly men. I have an excellent partner in life to raise my kids with, who picks more than fair share of work at home so I can focus in my career. My husband is also an engineer, so he understands the demand this profession needs. And because of this support system, I am where I am now, and I have a long way to go. Yes, I had hard times finding the right employers at the beginning of my career who felt threatened if I asked too many questions or challenged them with better solutions. First time when I wanted to go to site, my manager told me there is no budget to rent a pink porta potty and I can't afford a bodyguard to send with you. A pink porta potty? I never hated pink that much in my life. And I still can't forget that comment. In 2020, I spent 4 months in Grand Prairie with the commissioning team starting up a sour gas plant in the midst of COVID 19, and it was a huge success. Going for the first time and never having been to site for that long was absolutely a challenge. However, after persisting for a while and seeing how far people have come in their career and how much they have learned and grown despite the intense work stress and long hours at site. It was worth it. I wish I had this opportunity beginning of my career. It is instrumental to work at site to get hands-on experience, and I had amazing mentors to guide me through that journey. I am hugely grateful to Gas Liquids Engineering and Dexpro for letting me go to site without asking a single question. I knew how crucial it was for my career, especially that I don't like to stand on the sideline, watch people do the real work. I want to be in the arena, face the challenges, fail earlier, and then learn better. I still feel the fight of earning the seat on the table hasn't quite stopped yet. It is extremely hard to find the right company who's willing to take bet on you, especially in this economy. I have taken huge risks in my life and I wouldn't do it any other way. Putting myself through uncomfortable situations and to challenge myself over and over and over is how I learned. And the rewards are way beyond explanation. This journey definitely taught me how to embrace the inevitable sensation of fear and how to be resilient after the obvious fail and crash. Values don't come sitting idle. It comes from getting fully engaged in activities. So, every year I challenge myself with one crazy adventure that I think it is impossible to do, and I do it. Be it car racing, motorcycle racing, or flying a plane, I do these activities to expand my horizon and build confidence. I try to instill the same values in my daughter. My daughter and I work with many nonprofit organizations, and my primary mission is to empower the next generation to bring more diversity to the leadership table. I'm a scorpion and an engineer. You challenge me, I'll make it happen. Thank you, Praxis, for showcasing my career and education journey to celebrate UN's International Day of Women and Girls in Science. My message to the girls out there: get your education. No one can take that away from you. Having a vision and grit are the keys to take on any challenges, to push you one step ahead each time. And really embrace that journey. Create a support system. Only person who can stop you from achieving your dream is you. So define your path and go get it, girls.